my camera, knocking over my ring light, knocking, like, he just, like, he was being a menace.
Sounds about like my kids used to be when I would do this, because my bedroom is where they like to congregate a lot because we have a PS5 in there. And so I do it in their bedroom, but then they decided that was the time they wanted to be in their bedroom now. So I, my kids are kind of the same. All right, we are good on YouTube. Hutu, we've had you here before. I just need you to state for TikTok purposes that you are over the age of 18.
Yes, sir.
You'll be talking to Elizabeth starting off here, and I will chime in if I have anything to say. But yeah, go ahead. What do you got for Elizabeth today?
Oh, I don't
How's
know.
it going?
I didn't know what the prompt was. Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I guess are you a believer?
Yes.
Okay. Like, what background, like, are you with, like, Christian ways?
I would say I probably lean Reformed Baptist.
Reformed Baptist. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So you believe in, like, the inerrancy of Scripture and stuff?
I've actually been thinking about that a lot lately. I don't know that I have a problem saying that there's potentially scribal errors throughout the translations we have today.
Wait, I missed that. So you said you were or you weren't?
No, I don't think I have a problem saying there's scribal errors.
Oh, you don't have any, like, yeah, well, there's
translations
tons of, like, errors. Like, I mean, there's errors from, like, just like misspelled words to, like, actual, like, I mean, that usually when they use the term errors, like, that's, I mean, there's tons of those.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what exactly you mean. Maybe misspellings, sure. I don't think that there's any errors that are going to affect, like, core primary doctrine and
Really?
theological issues that are going to pertain to salvation.
What's going to pertain to salvation? What about, like, the Nicene Creed? Do you, like, affirm the Nicene Creed?
What exactly do you mean?
Like, I mean, some believers think that you have to, like, believe all the things in the Nicene Creed to be, like, Christian. Would you fall in that category?
I believe Romans 10:9 lays out exactly what's required to be a believer.
Okay. Let's see here. I would go towards, like, when you look at errors, though, like, do you think that, like, Jesus not being born of a virgin, like, do you think that would be problematic?
I think he was born of a virgin. I think that's what Isaiah 7 is talking about. I mean, are you trying to make the argument that it's not a prophecy about the virgin birth?
Yeah, because it's not in the text. Like, Isaiah, it's talking about King Ahaz, and there's this girl that's, like, in that time period, and the word used is Alma, which means young woman, not virgin.
Okay, gotcha. So it's a okay. Yeah, so your argument is from strictly translation.
No, it's from
whether or not it says virgin
Hebrew.
or young.
Yeah, but Alma never means virgin is the problem. And the Hebrew transcript says Alma.
And in the Septuagint, it's Parthenos, which can also mean, like, virgin, but it's also used as, like, young woman as well, like, throughout, like, Greek literature.
So I've heard it, like, the Iliad. So I've actually heard this asked probably 3 or 4 times today by atheists. Just came from a live stream that had Ian and Deconstruction Zone were on it. There's another one today. Someone asked the same question. It wasn't Joel's, but they literally say to a Christian, so do you think that the scholar with the PhD who translated it got this wrong?
No, that's not what we're saying at all.
Anytime a Christian tries to use a word
a fallacy.
Out of a modern translation, right? So I'm going to use that same question. Do you think that the scholar with the PhDs who translated this to English got it wrong when they put the word
No, because
virgin?
we know what the word Alma means. All you have to do is look in a lexicon, and it means virgin. It means young woman, not virgin. So
scholars got it
wrong. Do you think those biblical scholars have an agenda?
Wait, so Joyful, they got it wrong.
Yes, I already said that. Okay. I do not hold to biblical scholars being the end-all be-all. What I hold to is words, and Alma And any Hebrew lexicon is going to tell you, if you actually go to a lexicon and not something that is using like the lexicon of the King James Version or the lexicon of the NIV version, if you go to an actual Hebrew lexicon, you are going to find that Alma means young woman. The problem is Matthew had the Greek that said Parthenos, so he thought it meant virgin. Luke thought it meant virgin. That is why it was translated that way. But when we found the Dead Sea Scrolls, we saw that it actually said Alma in the oldest text we have, which means young woman.
Right. And generally in that culture, they would be assumed to be a virgin. Yes or no?
No, not necessarily, no.
Why?
Like when it says Parthenos?
No, when it says Alma, in that Hebrew culture, that word, it was assumed that they were a virgin.
Why?
It just means young woman. It doesn't mean virgin.
Why?
That same word Alma is used elsewhere, like where the woman isn't a virgin.
Yeah, why would that be entailed in this? Can you give me some sort of backing to that claim?
I mean, that is just the scholarly consensus of that word being used in that.
No, incorrect.
Culture. Okay, then why did
the critical scholarship said no? The critical scholarship, by far, the vast majority say that it was not a virgin birth talked about in Isaiah. That it was just a young woman who was pregnant. That is the vast majority of critical scholarship.
Okay, even if that's true, which I don't even grant that.
It fucking is.
Then it is still true. She was a young woman, and she was impregnated by the Holy Spirit with a child who they would call Emmanuel. Name him
Was
Jesus.
he born during the time of Ahaz?
That literally
was
has
he
nothing
born?
to do with what we're talking
yes, it
about.
does, because it says that the virgin will give birth during the time of Ahaz. Did Jesus...
Let's read the whole thing.
Okay, we can do that. Isaiah 7. We'll go step by step.
But hold on. Before we move on to that, we'll read all of it.
Yep.
Your entire argument, which I still think the scholars were right in translating it virgin, you don't, whatever. Even if it doesn't mean virgin, if it just means young woman, that is still true. She was a young woman.
What is the most...
So arguing
commonly,
that doesn't get
what
you
is
anywhere.
The most commonly used version of Bible that is the most common version of Bible that scholars recommend for accurate rendering?
I don't know. You're probably going to say
the NRSVUE. Yeah. Yes, that's what all of the seminaries use, and it says young woman, not virgin.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Although they were assumed to be virgins in the ancient.
That's not culture. True. You're going to have to show. You're going to have to prove that claim. That's just something you're pulling out of your ass and saying. You have nothing to back.
Okay, so all of the other scholars just on a whim decided that too, right? Then.
What?
All the other scholars who translated as virgin just decided.
No, they didn't have the Dead Sea Scrolls that long ago, did they? When did they uncover the Dead Sea Scrolls and figure out the wordage?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, long after, like, the King James Version was already saying virgin.
Okay.
So they didn't know that it said Alma.
Okay,
that's the whole thing.
And like I try to say, like, getting caught up on this doesn't really matter because either way it's true.
Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna read the actual passage. We're gonna start in verse 10. It says, "Again the Lord spoke to Ahaz, saying, Ask a sign of the Lord your God. Let it be deep as Sheol or as high as heaven. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, and I will not put the Lord to the test. Then Isaiah said, Hear then, O house of David, is it too little for you to weary mortals, that you weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign." Who is he giving a sign to? Despite Ahaz's wishes, who's getting a sign?
Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second. You're in the NRSVUE, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I'm reading it through in.
Oh yeah, that's like water trickling, guys. Sorry. Like,
No, you're absolutely fine. We can barely hear it. So do you recognize that this is a sign to King Ahaz that he's going to reveal?
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's the first
Okay.
verse.
Can a sign to King Ahaz happen 700 years later?
No, Jesus' birth can.
Okay, what is the sign? Okay, so we're gonna see what the sign to Ahaz was. You just conceded it couldn't happen 700 years later. So now we're gonna see what this sign is. It says, give you a sign. Look, the young woman is with child and shall bear a son and shall name him Emmanuel. So what is the sign that is given to King Ahaz?
Let's see. Hold on, I'm almost done reading through it.
Okay. Guys, make sure that you're tapping the screen, sharing out the live, doing all them good things that you do for the bigger creators. This channel is new and we are trying to be up and coming. So all the things you can do for us is great. Our mission here at TSP is to provide a safe space for atheists, people deconstructing, LGBTQ people, and any marginalized group to have a safe place to come to express. We have helplines in our Discord. We have all sorts of things like that. Make sure you plug into the Discord. Hutu. So what is the sign that is going to be given to Ahaz?
I don't know. I'm still reading through it.
I believe it's the young woman getting pregnant.
We are having issues. OBS is having issues. If you are over on the YouTube.
Yeah, so it looks like they're the whole thing. There's basically two separate things that can be viewed as a sign. One, an immediate fulfillment, like a young woman becoming pregnant, like you were saying,
Yep.
redhead. And then later on, Jesus being born of Mary.
How is that a sign to Ahaz?
This
How is a sign? No, we're going back to what you said. You said a sign to Ahaz couldn't happen 700 years later. And now you're saying that one of the signs to Ahaz happened 700 years later. So now you have a contradiction in your worldview, and you're going to have to explain that away.
Do you know what eisegesis is?
Yeah.
Do you not see that as like an eisegesis of the text?
No.
Why not?
Not at all. Because I just read you things that are going to happen from the text. I didn't read anything into it.
What is
You're
going
reading
to,
Jesus
when is
into
this
the text.
going? When is this going to happen, Hutu? When does it say this is going to happen? Before his enemies are destroyed. This is the sign that his enemies will be destroyed. King Ahaz's enemies do not get destroyed 700 years later. So what sign was Jesus to King Ahaz?
Right, I just told you it's a two-part prophecy.
No, it's not. That's not even a real thing. That's a Christian cope that came up with in like the 4th century. And it was because Jesus didn't fulfill these prophecies. So what we're going to do now is actually talk about the prophecy. So you're saying that Jesus didn't fulfill anything in this prophecy besides one sentence? The rest of the prophecy has nothing to do with Jesus. One sentence is what he fulfilled. Because then I'm going to tell you I fulfilled this prophecy, and I'm going to read a verse that I fulfilled.
Was there a child born of a young woman, and did they name him Emmanuel?
Yeah, King Hezekiah in chapter 8.
Then there you go.
Yeah, so it was an immediate prophecy that happened before the people died. nothing to do with Jesus at all 700 years later. So now you're going to have to tell me this is a prophecy to who?
It's a prophecy of Jesus' birth.
It's a prophecy
Clearly.
to who? Quit being a disingenuous prick and answer the question.
It's a prophecy of Jesus' birth.
Who to?
That was given by Isaiah.
That is not what we're talking about. You're going to answer my questions. You know how this works. You've been here several times.
King Ahaz
given
who is
this
given a prophecy by Isaiah.
Yeah, to who's the sign for?
King Ahaz.
Okay, can King Ahaz get a sign 700 years after his death?
No, him personally, no.
Oh yeah, so the sign is to King Ahaz.
Mm-hmm.
He is dead for 700 years and then Jesus is born. How is that a sign to King Ahaz?
Let's see. I already told you my answer, and you just rejected it, saying it's a Christian cope.
Well, no, it's a contradiction in your worldview. A contradiction can't be true. It can't be that King Ahaz can't get a sign 700 years after his death, but he did get a sign 700 years after his death. It's a contradiction in your worldview, and there's no point in having a conversation if you're going to affirm contradictions. It goes out the window. You're Sky Daddy. Are you over 18 and are you a Christian?
Yep, and I believe in God.
Oh, right on. So what would you like to talk to us about?
Well, I have two questions of my own. I just wanted to see if you ought to even answer them. And they're real questions, okay? The first one is, are y'all homosexual?
Am I? Yes.
Well, both of y'all. Well, you too?
I'm pansexual.
What does that mean?
I lean I'm more attracted to women.
That means that I am attracted to all human beings. Not every single human being, but all types of human beings. Trans people, non-trans people, it doesn't matter. I can be attracted to anybody.
That was the first question. I knew that was going to be the answer. The second one is, what is God asking you to do since you guys are atheists? I'm pretty sure you invest in some kind of time into seeing what God is asking you to do. So in y'all's view, what is he asking y'all to do?
Like right now?
Yes, as you live your life.
God doesn't exist.
I don't believe he exists.
So he's asking me nothing.
So basically you're telling me when it comes to the 6th and 8th commandment, if anybody sees you in person, it's okay to do those commandments, break them towards you.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't care if you do.
Well, I'm pretty sure you would care.
Oh no, I don't. I don't care if you break those commandments. I care the action you take, but I don't care that you broke the commandments. Not at all.
Do you know what those two commandments are?
The 6th and 7th? Is it stealing and murder?
Yeah, I think that's stealing.
Is it adultery? Is it
murder?
Covet? Like which one?
Any of them. Would you like any of those commandments done towards you?
Oh yeah, you can covet or envy anything I have. Why would I care what you're thinking in your head? Why would that bother me in the slightest bit if you coveted or envied something I own?
And if we're gonna go to the commandments, that views women as property. Are women property?
You sure?
Yeah,
I didn't say that. That means coveting. If I
we're
viewed you
listed as property.
If I
Women are
viewed you as
listed
property,
as
that'd
property.
be called coveting. That'd be breaking the 10th commandment.
No,
so
that's
that
not
make
true
no
at
sense.
all. It says don't covet.
No, it is true.
What are they listed in with in the 10 Commandments?
And
it says thou shalt not covet, period.
No, it says thou shalt not covet what?
Well, it's right there on my
Slaves?
picture. If you look, no.
Yes, it says
No,
thou shalt not covet. Okay, so we're gonna read it since you don't read the Bible apparently.
The Bible's right there on my page,
it's
dude.
Exodus 21.
See, the reason you guys want to be like this is because you can't handle your sexuality and you're not wanting God to be real.
He's about ready to get cooked on his own book because he hasn't read it.
Bullshit, dude! It's right on my fucking page.
No,
you idiot.
I'm reading
You're
it
just
right
not even
now.
looking at it.
Exodus 20. It says, "You shall not cut." This is verse 17.
Now you're muting.
This is verse 17.
You can't handle the truth.
This is verse 17. I'm going to read it.
Yeah, you're
you
dumbass.
shall not covet your neighbor's house, You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's slave. You shall not covet his ox, donkey, or anything else that belongs to him. His wife belongs to him. That's what this verse says. I know you want to lie about your book, and you don't know it. You've never read it. And I have. That's the problem.
What does coveting?
You can't.
What does coveting?
You.
Being a pussy?
I'm not even moderate. Look at my hand.
I know. Somebody with no balls.
It's because you're lying and you've never read your book.
I'm lying. What does the "thou shalt not covet" mean?
It says you should not covet
What?
your neighbor's
Listen,
possessions.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. What does "thou shalt not covet" mean?
I don't give a fuck. What?
Because you're a faggot and you don't want to listen.
Look at him. Do you think?
Now look at me. Tell the truth. You
Sky
can't
Daddy,
handle it.
Sky Daddy.
Yes, your daddy. I'm your dad.
Well, Daddy just removed you, so
That was funny.
I knew he was crashing out as soon as he got up here.
Like, fascinating stuff.
How's it going today, guys?
Pretty good. We find out, are you over the age of 18 and are you a believer in the God of the Bible?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm over the age of 18. I love getting a baseline of people like you, IQ. You want to call people dumb. I want to ask you now, can you define what a woman is without including men or males? And the manipulation is to say
no, because men and male.
You're cutting me off. The manipulation is to say I didn't use
Okay,
the
so I'm just gonna mute you and do what you ask. You don't ask me a question, then keep rambling. That's not how this. It's not how it's gonna fucking work. I know it's hard for you to have the fruit of the spirits. I know it's hard to exhibit the fruit of the spirit, patience. But you're going. Yes, I'm going to define a woman.
Do it without including men or males. And the
no, I will include males because males can be women.
Manipulation.
Males can be women. Males can be women. Males can be women. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Males. Now, men cannot be women. That would be a contradiction. What? Do men give birth? Some men give birth, yes.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got my recording. That's great. Okay, perfect. So the mentally ill one above me now, redhead, did you think you're going to eat or something?
You just got completely shown to be a piece of shit.
Post-coping,
So,
you believe men give birth, okay? I'm not dumb.
There are some men that give birth, yes.
That's ridiculous. Okay, now
No,
redhead.
that's just reality. I'm sorry you have a hard time understanding reality, but in reality,
the earth is round?
no, I don't believe it's round. It's a sphere. It's only Christians that think it's flat.
Why?
Because
Do you
their
believe
Bible
it's flat?
says it.
Do you believe
The
it's
Bible
flat?
says
give birth. So we're trying.
The Bible says it's flat. So do you think that God's an idiot because he thinks it's
You
flat?
said men give birth, so we're trying to get an idea where you're
No,
at.
so what we're talking about is your
This
God
is like
now.
the
So
mentally
is your
ill trying to call other people dummies.
Look at-
It's hilarious.
So-
You're gonna boot me now.
No, you're just getting muted because you're gonna answer my question, and I'm just gonna keep.
You
No,
said
Men do give birth, but scientifically. Talk to any secular biologist that doesn't. Talk to any secular biologist, and they're going to tell you the same thing. Because some female are men. Some female human beings are men. Yep. There's a difference between sex and gender. You do realize that, you dumb fuck.
Do I believe that men give birth? I don't think he claimed that. I don't think.
No,
he
I
claimed that.
believe men do, as in trans men. Trans men can give birth. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
I guess.
explaining
I mean, yeah, when you're including, yeah, of course.
in that regard, yes.
In that context, sure.
Males do not, men do.
I think to create babies, it requires a uterus and a sperm and eggs and stuff. Well, I'm not transphobic.
No, nobody
No,
believes the Earth is flat. Only
a
Christians
sphere.
believe. Christians and Muslims.
Fascinating.
Christians and Muslims are the only ones. Christians and Muslims are the only ones that believe the Earth is flat. But this dude is just a fucking idiot. No, she did not. She never said that. You are lying. You are lying live, and this is recorded on YouTube.
This isn't how you have a conversation. Hey, hold on a
forever.
second. Hold on a second. Hey, this isn't how you have a conversation. This is not how you have a. This is not how you have a conversation with people. This is not how you have a. This is not how you have a conversation with people. This is not how you have a conversation with people.
With me because they're mad. They're mad, right? You guys,
No, you need
Nobody's
to just
mad.
slow down and have
you
like
guys
a back
believe
and
men
forth.
give birth and the Earth is flat. Like, what else? Did
Nobody said the Earth is flat, but your
You
book.
guys believe the
All
Holocaust
I see
happened?
is just
Okay,
like
so I'm gonna
blood
keep muting you
vomit.
until listen. This is how we control assholes like you. You're just gonna keep getting muted until you start answering questions, or you drop like a little bitch.
By the Holocaust.
So either you're
You
gonna
just
be a little.
came in here and started
You're
peeing
not
all over
answering.
us.
Listen,
You're just pissing all over us.
Daddy's talking. Daddy's talking now.
The
Shush.
Holocaust never happened.
Shush. Daddy's talking.
Holocaust never
Shush.
happened.
Shush.
Never happened.
Shush.
How would you say that?
Shush.
It absolutely happened.
Nobody. I love how he just cut.
You never
Listen.
answered. You said
He's just making up his own narrative and just saying we said things that it is just fucking wild.
It's lunacy. It's lunacy. Like this is how they are. Like they're just like crashing out all the time.
Apparently, you guys are not coming up unless you will actually have a conversation. I want to have a conversation, not somebody freaking out and lying.
I felt like I couldn't even get a word in.
You got kicked by one of my mods for saying the F word about gay people. We don't do homophobia here. We don't do homophobia. We don't do transphobia. Like, we don't do, like, I don't like to talk to mentally ill people. I feel ewy about it. And you two clearly need to, like, go get a therapist.
That was wild. That was wild. Like,
They're crazy.
that is
no bigotry allowed. Exactly.
I just don't get it. I don't get it at all.
What I was saying by men can have babies is that males cannot have babies. Men can have babies because some men have uteruses.
Correct. And that's why you obviously need like those parts to like make a baby, but as far as like gendering those things, it gets
gender and sex just can't be in the same category. It just doesn't work. And that's why biologists don't put them in the same category, because they're not part of biology. Gender is not part of biology. Not yet. It may become part of it once they understand like more about the brain.
Exactly. Trans men have babies. That is true.
Anyway, if you are here and hanging out, thank you for being here. If you're on the YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you are on the TikTok, tap them likes, share out the live, do all them good things that we do for all the other bigger creators. This is one of the hosts here at TSP. Me and her are both official hosts of TSP, and we will be around. You will see a lot of us, and it's going to be great. We are getting ready to open up Tuesdays as well, so we will be 3 nights a week with all the people we have on our team. We'll be able to do 3 nights a week, and it is going to be awesome. Sunny, hey. And again, our mission is to help people deconstructing, keep people informed, and be a safe space for people that are marginalized.
Exactly. Sunny's here. She's one of our mods.
Sunny is amazing. Anyway, so, how long did it take you into your schooling to realize that you didn't believe it?
I want to say like the last year, I was like really having a difficult time. I left the church in like 2016. That was when I left.
Right on.
It was like right during like the Trump administration takeover and stuff.
That definitely didn't help me from deconstructing, because even then I was like, Christians voting for this guy is wild.
Yeah, it was rough.
Like, yeah, it's
especially
wild.
like organizations that like I like respected at the time.
Yeah.
Like backing in, like focus on the family and all the Billy Graham affiliates.
Yeah, like what's weird is like I didn't believe in being political. I didn't believe in voting. I felt like the Bible was very clear that God puts in place who he puts in place, and that we need to worry about the church, not outside the church. Like, I was very much on that camp, so I didn't care about politics as far as like voting. But when I saw all my Christian friends and everybody actually going and voting for this guy, I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
And my wife was already deconstructed. She deconstructed 5 years before me. So we were like, I was a pastor, she was an atheist. It was kind of a weird dynamic.
That is a weird dynamic for sure.
But somehow we made it through. But she was like, at the time, just like, see, this is why I deconstructed, because Christianity is crazy. And I was like defending Christianity, but it was hard to defend that. It was like,
I just couldn't explain away things anymore, whether it be like scientific or just biblical like problems.
Yeah.
Like the one we were just talking about. Like that bugged the crap out of me. And I just started seeing like typology, like how like modern day, even like in the past, it's just all typology. And it could literally be anybody.
Yeah, that was the problem I ran into. And then like I felt kind of crazy for thinking that, because as far as like the people I listened to, nobody would have agreed with me that Jesus didn't fulfill these things. But then I found Justin like when he had like 10 people in his lives, 10, 12 people. I found Justin and he's saying the same thing, and I'm like, interesting. And like he just like confirmed it, and I was like, yeah, I was right. This is fucking bunk.
And I deconstructed on my own. Like I didn't make like a big scene when I left. I just kind of like left.
It was kind of different for me, because like I was very active in the church. I had planted the church that I was at the time. Like I was one of the church planters. So like me leaving was like kind of, there was no way to quietly just be like, sneak off. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I was active in like children's ministries, and I was pursuing the goal of being a Chinese missionary. So I was studying Mandarin as well.
Well, the guy where my name Joyful Apostate came from, fun fact, the guy that I helped plant, because I planted 3 churches. The last one I did, the guy's name was Robert Hudson, that was a part of it with me. One of my good friends, or was one of my good friends. When I told him, I was like, man, I don't think I believe this anymore. And he was just like, we had a long discussion. He goes, if you do this, he said, you will live as a sad apostate. And like after I met Justin and stuff, my name used to just be Tony K, because my first name's Tony, my last name's Conrath. And so like that was just my name on TikTok. And then like once I like was happy that I was deconstructing, I was like, you know what, my name's the Joyful Apostate. Fuck that. And that's kind of how I got my name. Or that is how I got my name.
I would say that like I didn't go straight from like being a Christian to atheist. Like it took a long time of deconstructing.
It took deconstructing because the doubts were happening for a long time because of my wife. Like, because she was questioning me with the same questions we ask on these lives. Every day was this bombardment of questions. and like, why are you doing this? And then like trying to raise our kids, because I wanted them to go to church. I felt low key like she was bringing our kids to hell. You know what I mean? So like my daughter came out as a lesbian, and like me and her had totally different views on that.
W lesbians.
And W lesbians. But yeah, so like there was all of this turmoil, and then so I was having my doubts and everything with all the questions, not being able to answer them, and just seeing like how my wife could love my daughter where she was, and I loved my daughter, but I couldn't support my daughter where she was, and my wife could be supportive and love her, and I'm like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, why am I having a problem like seeing my daughter for who she is, but my wife's perfectly fine doing it and loving her just like she should be? So it's like there was so much that led to my deconstruction, and then like when I finally was like, man, I cannot believe this, it was just like
Exactly.
from there.
For me, there was so much like self-hatred and like self-loathing with it.
Yeah.
But I never like gave in, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Until like after my deconstruction, obviously.
Well, I wouldn't call myself.
But that wasn't why. That's not why. Like I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna like not be a Christian anymore so I can go do gay shit. Like that wasn't like my reason.
No, and that's the thing with me.
Like I left the church like kicking and screaming. Like it was, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. Yeah.
Well, like I was, my brother. Like one of the several conversations I've had with my family, and I told one of my brothers, I was like, you guys don't understand that this isn't fun. Like when I was like in the process of like leaving, I was like, this isn't fun. This is absolutely the most depressed and lonely I've ever felt. This is not fun. I wish that I did believe, but I don't. I just don't. And it's crazy. Like I thought the same thing. People just want to go sin, and they just hate God because God puts rules on them. But at the end of the day, that's not it at all. They went through the same thing I went through, and it's horrible. It's not fun.
I literally have no tears left to cry anymore about it. Like that's like how hard it was. It wasn't easy. Like I was sobbing and praying and, you know, but it was in my teaching the Bible class that like when I was like learning how to like exegete text.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, like this is a lot of typology in the New Testament. Like, I mean, just because it's in the Bible doesn't make it like the New Testament, especially once you learn how the Bible came together.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Bible wasn't like this text that we have today.
No, and like...
Not until like the 4th century. Like, I mean, you had 400 years. I mean, just imagine how much time that is. 400 freaking years before we got like a Bible.
Yeah. And one thing that's crazy that Dan McClellan has pointed out, and so is Justin, is just how important like the book of Eli was, or Enoch, the book of Enoch was. And like I had read the book of Enoch as a Christian. I was like, this is why they don't have it in the Bible, because it's fucking nuts. But like it was important. And if you read Jude, there's direct quotes in Jude from the book of Enoch. If you read Second Peter directly quotes from the book of Enoch. So like even the people that were oh, thank you. But reds are better.
Showing off our nails, yeah.
My wife won't let me wear any kind of press on. Bullshit. But anyway, but yeah, like realizing that as well was like a big thing for me. Like there's a reason they took this out of the Bible, and it's because it shows the craziness of this religion. They were trying to mild out the religion when they removed it. I have no doubt in my mind. They were like, people are going to think we're batshit. We got to get rid of this. And You're right. I think
Yeah.
I think it's batshit.
And then another part like started was like with my eschatology. I feel like that was like one of the first like, I don't think my eschatology aligns with my church.
Yeah. Well, I never aligned with very many people with Christianity. I was a Bible realist. So, I believe that when the Bible said something, it meant it. Like a poverty gospel, like me and my wife lived by the poverty gospel. Like we would give away all of our money, even if like it was the last of our money and we saw somebody in need, we would give it away. Like that's the kind of, we believe that that is what the Bible taught. We believe that we shouldn't be, or that when we like preach to somebody, that's that. If they reject it, that's it. Then we can be friendly with that person, but we should no longer pressure Christianity on them. And so like there's so many like things that people disagreed with me that no matter where I went, nobody agreed with my literal taking of scripture because they don't want to. They don't want it to say what it actually says.
I mean, so much of like modern day church, you know, they interpolate, they bring all kinds of things that aren't there into the text. And they just assume it's true. The other thing really blew my mind was like all the forgeries. Like 1st and 2nd Timothy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They are not legitimate texts.
I did not believe that. Like I knew about that scholar saying that, but I like as a pastor I was like, no, they're just wrong. That all of this is God breathed.
Exactly. Like, well, part of it was me like actually doing the like groundwork for apologetics. You know, they make claims like that for Timothy, and I'm like, well, what's the apologetic? Like, what's the claim? What's the apologetic? So I'd actually like explore that and try to figure out like, is there any truth to this? And it turns out there's quite a bit of truth to a lot of stuff. There's a reason why people like, you know, Barton and Bart Ehrman and what else? Like Bob Price. A lot of those guys walked away from the faith. I think there's like a few more.
I always think it's funny when they talk about these people that supposedly were trying to disprove Christianity and then they became Christians, like C.S. Lewis, and they have all these names. And they're like they were trying to disprove Christianity and they came to Christianity, and it's like no, that's not what happened. If you actually go read their story, which I did research into these stories, and they weren't doing that at all. Yeah, the case for Christ. They weren't doing that at all. They were looking at it.
Chill. Yeah.
They were literally looking at Christianity to see if it was true, and they came to it being true. They weren't trying to disprove it. It's easily disproven. Like any scientist that was like, I want to set out to disprove Christianity could do it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and they were definitely acquiring sources too that just already agreed with them. Like they didn't inquire amongst like any critical biblical scholarship.
Yeah, I did not. I still love the Screw Tape letters. Have you ever read the Screw Tape letters?
Yes.
I still love the Screw Tape letters to today. I love it. I just listened to the audio.
It's just like the superstition of that though, that like gets in your head. Like, oh, there's this like divine battle behind the scenes.
Red, when are you gonna write a book? Was what Aaron asks.
Am I gonna write a book? I don't know. Never.
I like how we had like 3 guests in a row and they were all like horrible guests, and then we haven't had a guest since. That's
nice.
We
haven't had a guest. Yeah, exactly. We have like you had 2 meanies. They were 2 meanie peoples.
Fascio, are you a Christian? I will bring you up on stage if you are a Christian, and that way you might be able to get some followers by swaying two atheists into believing again. When you were I have to do this first. I promised that Lobes that I would do this plenty of times, so I need to make sure I do it while I'm thinking about it. Guys, if you're not part of the TSP server, go over there. It's in my bio. It's awesome. You will get to meet all of our hosts. And see, we have a little paragraph written out for each of the hosts, and we have a lot of fun things over there if you want to interact with it. And then you'll also get the full schedule is over there, and you can ask questions of the hosts, all those good things. There's a philosophy talk, all that. And there's also a safe place for LGBTQ folks that are undergoing hardships to come in and talk in the forum. And we will provide different resources and things like that we have been researching. Also, this is, for those that might have come in, this is Elizabeth. She is an official host of The Secular Perspective. I am Joyful Apostate, and I am an official host of The Secular Perspective. You will be seeing us around with different people. We have 10 different hosts, or 8 different hosts. We have 4 women and 4 men that are, 3 men and a non-binary, but male presenting hosts. So we have a pretty good roundabout group of people, I think.
And that's you, right? You go like by they, them?
Yeah, they, them. It's confusing to a lot of people, so I usually just go with the masculine thing.
It's all good. I will respect it.
You better. You'll get fired.
I'm
an admin.
How do you become a host? Tonight. How do you become a host?
Okay.
You know, I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of to become a host. So
don't look at my DM. No. No. But on a serious note, if you want to become a host, first, right now we have a few people that are guest hosting coming up soon that don't have experience. From here on out, in any like if you have like a degree in religion, or you have something like or you are a pastor, something like that, and you want to become a host, talk to me in our Discord, and we can talk about seeing how that fit would work. If you do not have any experience in them areas, or in the debate stage on TikTok, we ask that you do panels, do things, get like some cred points for yourself out there, and then come talk to us, and we might be able to, if our admins believe that your views align with our views, then we will bring you on, because we don't want to have 2 hosts up here that don't agree on very much, and so they're arguing with each other while talking to the guests. That's just going to be messy and weird. So we don't want that. But that is how you become a host.
Exactly. And I'm 40. I'm 42, you guys. I am 42.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I think you're lying. All right.
I can show my driver's license. I already
don't do that online.
My degree, but like I will show Joyful my driver's license, and they can confirm it.
I will confirm it if it's true, but I don't think it is. She'll have to show me later. You're really 42?
I'm 42, yeah.
I felt like you were one of the younger ones in the hosting, so that's... I don't know how old Lowe
I'm an old bitch. It's great. I'm embracing it. Well, here's the thing.
Hey,
I don't know if maybe this like proves that like magic exists, because I was like, when I was 29, I was like, I'm never gonna turn 30. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to turn 30. I always say that this is like my 14th annual 29th birthday. Like, that's what I'm going on. So I'll be
Bull.
43 in June.
I still think you're lying. Anyway, Sonny, when you turn 42, I am going to say it's old. Just so you know. That's just the kind of friend I am. No, I assume that you were much younger than that. I don't think 42 is old. I mean, unless I'm right there. I'm a couple years behind you. That's it.
I embrace it because it's like, it's fun.
I just never would have guessed. I just never would have guessed. I'll be there in a few years. Sonny will be there in a few years. I will be there in a few years. I'm only a couple months older than Sonny. 43 in January.
Oh, really? Okay. Sorry, I'm
cool
sniffling, guys.
with kids age 6, 7. I'm a cool kids age 6, 7.
Yeah.
Nice, Dawn. Nice.
I like to snowboard. That's like something that I do. I snowboard.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I saw like the videos of you like in the mountains, but I didn't know like if you snowboard.
Yeah, I actually used to be an instructor. I was a snowboard instructor for 3 years.
That's pretty badass. I've never snowboarded, but I used to skateboard and stuff, and I really enjoyed that. But in Indiana, we just don't really have snow that often, and I'm not ambitious enough to go somewhere to do it.
Well, I grew up in Colorado, so thank God, a lot of access.
Colorado.
Yeah.
That's cool. I live in.
But I'm making videos. Like, I don't do like jumps or stuff anymore. I hurt myself too many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try snowboarding though, but I would say I would hurt myself at this point. So I probably wouldn't do it. Guys, in a week and a half, I know that, Sonny, I don't eat enough calories, but I've lost 5 pounds and I'm proud of myself. Very proud of myself.
I'm definitely trying to lose weight too, so
I get that
struggle.
I'm trying to get down to 150. I'm not sure if I can, but I'm going to try.
I'm trying to get down to like about that same weight, like 150.
You're probably taller.
That would be, how tall are you?
Short. 4'11".
Are you really?
No, 5'6".
5'6".
I'm pretty short.
Oh, okay.
I'm short
okay.
for a
I'm
dude.
like 5'7".
Most people I know are taller than me. I'm the shortest one in.
I wear heels a lot, so that puts me at like 6 feet sometimes.
It was priceless when I said 4'11". Yeah, I like to say that one. I have a sister that's 4'10", full grown woman, 4'10", and I have 2 sisters that are 5 foot. All of my brothers are taller than me. My son's taller than me, and he's 13.
I'm the same height as Sunny.
Yay, the tall kids.
I'm like a size like 8 or 9, depending on the shoe.
My brother, who is taller than me, wears a size 7 shoe. And
a size 7 in like in men's?
He's 2 years younger than me.
What is that in women's? That would be like a size like 6 or something like that, I would think. Or smaller. Yeah.
He has the tiniest feet I've ever seen in my freaking life. That's a child size, yes.
Like,
yes, it is.
Yeah, that's like freakishly small feet.
I wear 9.5s, and both of my sons already wear my youngest son, like, he's still real small. But my 2 teenage boys both wear 10s. And one of them's my height, and he's 12, and then the other one's like 4 inches taller than me, and he's 14. He just turned 14. It's fucking embarrassing. Not really. It doesn't bug me. I'm happy for them that they are not short like me. And they didn't wrestle and starve themselves, because that was like my whole life, was starving myself for wrestling. And so I think that probably had something to do with it. Because my parents aren't short and their parents aren't short.
Yeah, I didn't really at least like start struggling with my weight and stuff until I like got older.
Yeah, I didn't.
I used to be able to just eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah, I hit about 34 and it like just went a steady downhill climb for me. A decline, just bad. Anyway, guys, we have 23 people in here. If we could get them likes up, shares up, get some more people in here, maybe we could get some ops up in here today. Joel is live, Justin's live. We have Ian was on
so
with
we're
Justin.
like fighting with like all the popular kids.
Yeah, we're like the nerds trying to get attention.
We're not the popular kids
during the pep rally.
Exactly. So
Deconstruction Zone should be live.
Exactly.
He was on
like
with
all my
Ian
friends are in here that are always saying hi to me in chat. Shout out to Slice. Yeah, Sliced and
oh, he's not
Aaron.
Live. He's live every Monday. That's crazy. But guys, back to announcements again. If there's anybody new faces in here, this is Elizabeth. I'm Joyful Apostate.
Yeah,
we are both official hosts. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
We are both official hosts here at
TSP. Chat Friends.
And we also have a Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, please join the Discord. You can get our schedule. You will see changes being made to the channel. And we are adding Tuesdays in January, so we will be 3 nights a week. And Mondays are kind of shitty for us. So eventually we might change Mondays depending on how people's schedules will work with it. Move to like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or something like that. Try to get out of the Mondays. The Mondays are the worst day of the week to go live. They just absolutely are. They've been since I've been going live. But my wife works Monday evening, so that's why I've always done it. Because that way she isn't upset that I'm doing this instead of hanging out. Although she's just going to play Roblox with the kids, because that's what she does every day when she gets home. They play Roblox, and I hate Roblox. Hate it.
What's Roblox?
It is a dumbass game that kids play. It's hard to explain. It just is like this thing with all kinds of different games, and you make an avatar, and you just do the dumbest shit. There's stealing brain rot or something, and then I don't know. It's weird fucking shit, and I hate it. They try to make me play it though. It's bullshit.
Fascinating. Yeah, I only play like good games. So
like what? What's a good game? What's a good game, Elizabeth?
I like Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is fucking amazing.
My autism makes me like dominate in that game. So
you have autism too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm level 1 2E.
I'll have to look at what I was. I just got diagnosed.
Yeah, same. I got diagnosed as an adult as well.
Yeah, and I also have ADHD, so it's like I'm double trouble if I'm not on my medicine. It's like you might as well not talk to me. My wife hates it if I don't take my medicine. She'll be like mid-sentence and I'll just talk about some other random shit. She'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, I didn't take my medicine earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a photographic memory. That's like one of my talents, I guess.
Oh, one of your super powers that you got from the tism.
My super tism powers, yes.
Yeah. I have my only super tism power is being able to ignore anybody at any time, and I don't even have to try. I can just ignore people, not deal with them.
And I have a lot of pattern recognition. Like I can remember. I just see meta narrative all over everything. Like it's crazy. I can see big pictures of things. Like I can kind of step out and see it all.
The worst part about my neurodivergence is I have to keep active with people, or I literally like they'll just not exist anymore in my brain until something reminds me of them. That is the worst thing I hate about the tism. Is like
Yes.
object
I'm the same way.
permanence.
I'm the same way.
Object permanence never really gathered in my brain. So that's why I reach out to like everybody every day, because like if I don't, it's gonna be like a week before you hear from me.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm horrible at reaching out to people. So I get overwhelmed with like all the messages that I get, and I just
I'll quit messaging you then.
Sometimes I just important. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. I just have messages everywhere, and I'm just kind of like overwhelmed with messages, whether it's email, whether it's like Messenger or like whatever.
Do you get really like stressed out like in busy places?
A little bit. Like I don't know. Like I like service industry work. Like I like being a bartender. Yeah. I like being a cocktail waitress.
That's
like
true.
I like doing those things. I like doing those things. But it's because I'm like active doing something. Like if I'm in a busy place, just like not doing anything and just hanging out, it can be a little like.
Before I started taking Zoloft,
like social anxiety.
Like if we went to a restaurant like that was big enough to have a wait, I would literally like rub blisters in my hands. I did that all through like my 20s until I finally started taking medicine like after I left Christianity because Jesus couldn't fix me. I started taking meds and I quit doing it, but I always had blisters on the back of my hands from rubbing them when I got nervous. It was bad.
My pattern recognition is just ridiculous. So when I see people's facial expressions and it's just really overwhelming to me sometimes, like when I'm in like restaurants and if people like are looking at me, like I get like, what?
Yeah.
Is there something on my face? Like what's going on?
Me and Spooky were just talking about tisms earlier. Guys, tomorrow we will be releasing our video of Meet the Host. We're going to be doing once a week. Tomorrow we'll be featuring Spooky, and it will just tell you a little bit about her, and it goes through slides, has some music, and that way you can learn a little bit more about Spooky. She has not been on the live yet, but she is one of our official hosts. Sly says, "What the fuck you looking at?" True.
Exactly. Yeah. It's and just people are just, I don't know.
Fan
like
videos?
I can handle being like the bartender. Like I love being the bartender and just like serving people and talking to people. Like I feel like I'm in my element when I'm doing that.
I like making
I love being
drinks, but I would not like the people.
I like the people aspect. I mean, because they're there to order drinks and I can talk to them and I just view them as customers. And so it's just like the interaction's easier. But if it's just me like showing up at a party and I'm just like, yep, I'm here.
You won't see me at a party. There's no
Exactly,
way.
Yeah.
Like I went to like 2 my whole high school years and I got in trouble. I got caught one of the times in a lot of trouble. But neither time did I enjoy it. It was just too much going on. Overstimulating.
Exactly. And I don't know, men can be really aggressive out here too, so I don't really go out that much. Unless I like have my girlfriends.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Men fucking suck. They do suck.
And I'm not really interested either, so it's just kind of like I'm not always wanting to like share that with everybody, like at work.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure. No, dude, like I'm not interested. Sorry.
Yeah. You just need to like get a tattoo that says "I'm lesbian, leave me alone." Like on your neck.
Like I like taco trucks.
There you go. I'm more into eating the tacos.
Yes. Tacos are delicious.
Men don't take that well, yes. That's true. That's when they're like, "You're ugly anyway. I didn't even fucking like you, you fucking fat pig." I have seen so many videos of women like videotaping men they reject, and they like go from like hitting on them to like, "You're a fat pig. I don't like you anyway." It's just like, that's a weird change of perspective there you got.
I feel like I'm like the dinosaur in like Toy Story. I'm like, I don't like confrontations.
I'm not a big fan of confrontation, but I've gotten a lot better with it. Because like that's like my whole life now. I have 11 siblings that I have to deal with on occasion, and they're all right wing.
Yeah, like people pleasing has kind of always been a thing of mine. So
yeah, I always struggled with that. That's something that I've been deconstructing because I just can't do it anymore. It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting.
It's rough. Yeah, I don't really like, my family's kind of like turned their back on me, so I don't really have any family anymore.
I was gonna say fake ring.
Yeah, I know my parents don't talk to me anymore.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a lesbian, or because you?
All of it.
All
of it. Yeah.
See, my mom is very like staunch in her ways, really. Like she isn't going to bend at all, but my dad like tries to bridge that gap. Like we play pool like every other Tuesday at his house because he loves playing pool, and it's just a way to like kind of keep in touch with one of my family members. But we talk nothing religion or politics. Like that is a boundary that like he made. Like he was like, I want to have a relationship. Can't talk these things. And I was like,
yeah,
that's good. Like I don't want to talk that.
Aww.
But he's the only one like he's the only one I really have any kind of relationship with.
No, my parents are staunch, like hyper conservative, and like they're religious zealots when it comes to like evangelicalism.
Yeah.
Like I went to a conference called Pack Your Bags, Jesus is Coming, when I was like 13. So that like gives you an idea of like.
Oh yeah, we went to all that. I was homeschooled, a Becca book. Like we weren't allowed to like even in high school, my parents made us like stay out of sex ed. We had to sit in a fucking room by ourselves. Like fucking wild shit.
They were like super, super strict.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to watch Harry Potter or anything with magic in it. Like basically
it's the devil.
Yes, basically the only thing we were allowed to watch was TBN and like Superbook. What was the name of that other show? Bible Bob. There were like several shows like that we were allowed to watch, but like when it came to like secular shows, very few. Very, very few.
My parents weren't too like strict like that, but like when it came to like content and TV and movies and stuff. But
when I was a teenager, they started like letting us watch Nickelodeon some more.
Yes, Nickelodeon and all those things. Yeah, definitely when I was younger though. I think it was like my whole life has been church. Like most of my life has been church, aside from my brief time in the military, but most of my life has been church.
Yeah, Aaron, the 80s, like not Left Behind, but what was that called? A Thief in the Night. And
oh my god, A Thief in the Night, that scared the shit out of me.
And then The Cross and the Switchblade. We watched that like once a year. Yeah, my parents were all about those movies. And a guy named Norman. It's like a story being, I forget who the guy telling the story is, but it's like guy telling a story about his neighbor. And we had to watch that like a billion times. Oh, and we were allowed to watch Bill Cosby. My mom loved Bill Cosby. So that should tell you something.
My mom
She
liked
still defends him.
my mom liked Ellen until she came out. And that's how I knew when my mom like she like loathes like the L word. Because
Yeah,
she
that's
was
horrible.
like, oh, she's a lesbian. Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like she would like anytime Ellen would come on, like that's like my mom's reaction. She's like, change the channel. She's a lesbian.
All she eats is tacos.
Exactly. So it's kind of like ironic that, you know,
yeah,
here I am sitting there like,
yeah. One of the big reasons like we aren't there's several reasons we don't go to holidays with our family, but one was because my daughter, when she was in junior high, created LGBTQ Straight Alliance. It was a club for LGBTQ kids and allies to like play board games and stuff where they're not going to get picked on. So they started this club. Well, she left junior high and somebody else kept it going. And my sister, who homeschools her kid, and her husband went to the school board and tried to get it shut down. And so like we were in this
oh my
big
god,
battle.
I remember your posts about that.
Oh, yeah. And
yeah, I remember seeing your reels about that, like when I first started following you, like before we even like met and stuff.
Yeah.
See, there's
like,
my memory. There's my memory. I'm not like, yeah, I can remember all of them.
But yeah, it's like it was wild. So like there's that kind of shit that happens. And then on top of that, my mom said that she would not be okay with my daughter, who is gay, bringing her girlfriend to any kind of get-togethers because it would influence the younger grandchildren. And I was like, well, if she's not, or if her girlfriend's not welcome, I'm not welcome. That's just how it goes. Like,
I mean, I get it. I mean, Jesus did say like he was gonna cause division amongst family members.
That is
like,
one thing that was true. He said.
I mean, that is accurate. Like he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna influence the younger grandchildren. They have 42 grandchildren. 42.
I don't see how that could be like, I don't know, a bad thing or.
No, like for me,
it's just not.
When I told
that's a good thing for them. Like, why are you trying to prevent LGBTQ people from like getting together and like having community? It's
yeah,
like, no,
you don't.
We must isolate them and make them send them to the island of fucking Patmos. That's where they belong.
Yeah,
so they can just be away from the people. Like, yeah, it's awful.
It's fucking wild, but.
It's like, why are you against like people having community? Like that's so dumb.
No, and the crazy thing is a few of my siblings did like call me and be like, I'm sorry they're doing this, they shouldn't be doing this. This is a bad look for Christianity. Like, and I'm like, well, I think that this is a good picture of what Christianity actually teaches, but unfortunately it's just a bad look because we don't live 2,000 years ago. When that shit
just goes to show you like only things that align with their agenda is like okay, which makes them authoritarian assholes.
No, they are, and I don't know, man. It's freaking nuts. Guys, keep tapping them like, sharing out the live. Hopefully, we can get somebody up in here. If not,
Island of Lesbos. Yeah, that's my heaven. Send me there.
At 6:30, if we do not have a guest, we will do a quick restart on the TikTok because, well, I don't think you guys want to hear me and Elizabeth just ramble all night.
Exactly. Like, I want to have like a good Bible discussion.
I don't know why we had to have 3 assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know why, like, God has to send me to hell. Like, he could just, like, send me to, like, the Wonder Woman island. And I'd be happy there. Like, just, I'll leave you guys alone. Like, I'll mind my own business. I'm good at minding my own fucking business, okay? Just send me there.
Just send me with Wonder Woman. Godwin, thank you for the super chat over on YouTube, the $2. Here comes trouble. Have a great show, you two. Well, we appreciate you, Godwin.
Aww. Yeah, we only have like 20 people in here now.
Yeah, it's a rough night. Mondays are rough.
I think it's my like ride or die, but I don't care. This is like my first time like doing this, so I'm getting a feel for
that
my style, as it were.
Like, this is only the 3rd episode of our show, so I wasn't expecting too much out of it.
Sweet.
Me and Lobes did well. Me and TVV did not. Me and TV, the Monday night
Followers. Like people that like regularly go into his show, nobody showed up.
No, and nobody came over from my other account either, so I don't know. I don't know how exactly it works, but TikTok, yeah.
Just gotta do like the Goofy movie thing. Just like all alone, sitting in my boat, all alone.
I need to make a cardboard boat like Born Again Atheist. Make me a little cardboard boat to put around me.
I thought that like the red hat with like the Santa hat, like Christmas week, would do it. Like, do you guys like my Santa hat?
I do. It's cute.
It's adorable.
It is cute. Let's see here.
I cannot sing. Don't ask me to.
Red's gonna have to sing to get people in here. She's gonna sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no thanks. We're not doing that.
I'm not singing either, so.
Yeah, you're not paying me enough for that humiliation.
You're not paying me enough for this. Well, I think total me and Lobes made $5 on our lives.
Exactly.
I don't think any of us are getting paid enough for that.
What do I have to do to like get Christians in here? Do I have to like strip or something? Like what's like,
that would get the Christian men in here, yeah. And then they would tell you how horrible you were while they were watching you. Like, this is horrible. You're going to hell. Why'd you stop?
That's hilarious. Do it, Red. Love it. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be stripping anytime soon.
Not on my TikTok, please, or not on our TikTok, please.
I'll get banned. Like they're like really strict about that on this app, aren't they? Like,
yeah,
you can't even like.
Yeah, they're pretty.
I was worried about my like cleavage on this. So.
I don't think they'll care about that. It's. I think basically it's no nips, no undercarriage, and I think somebody, who was it, stood up. I forget, but I don't think they remembered they were in their underwear. But it was a guy.
Oh, that is hilarious.
He stood up in his underwear and he got removed. No, it wasn't Joe. No, it was some old guy that used to do deconstruction lives. I can't remember his name now.
He was doing deconstruction in his underwear.
Yeah. And
I think
it was a big thing.
On camera, you gotta like be ready to like.
Yeah, he stood up and he was wearing like tidy whities too. It wasn't even like boxers. It was like the Walter White.
The Walter White tidy whities. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And he got
those aren't sexy at all.
It.
That might be why like I prefer women, is just that fact alone. Like that tidy whities.
The tidy whities ruined it. She's like, she watched Breaking Bad and she was like, "Yep, I am lesbian now."
Exactly. Sometimes I just don't wear underwear. It's like, it's great.
True. Sometimes there's no need.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thanks for all the likes and everything. I think we are going to do a quick restart, see if we can't get somebody in here that's not a freaking psycho, and maybe we can have a good conversation, and that will keep the live going a little longer. I think the problem with the crash outs is the conversations don't last near as long, and even though they're entertaining for a minute, they just can't carry the show.
I like hate that. Like our first conversation was a crash out, and then the second one was just a guy like
didn't know the Bible either.
You don't know. You don't like this. You don't like do the. You don't do this. You don't do that.
You're gay,
like,
aren't
it was
you?
just like yeah, blah 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 blah. Finger point, finger point, finger point. Blah 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 blah. Like that's all I heard, and I'm like.
And he was like, I have the Bible right here. It just says do not covet. And I'm like, no, that's not what the actual Bible says. That's not what the Bible says. All right. Well, we are going to do a quick restart, guys. Me and Elizabeth right back here. Hopefully we can get some guests in here. It has been over 30 minutes without a guest, so it is time for you're saying now that that perfection changes with time as well.
No, I'm saying things can be perfect at one time and not perfect at another time. There's no
Yeah, so
contradiction
perfection has different definitions at different points in time.
What's the logical contradiction?
But
You
something can't be A and non-A at the same time.
Yeah, because perfection is going to be flawless. You cannot be flawless and then be flawed under the same standard if you hold to objective realism.
Yeah, but I'm saying at the time it was perfect. It wasn't. There's instances where it can be considered perfect. It's not. There's no contradiction there.
So perfection changes with time, and rape is good. Thank you.
That's not what I'm saying,
we
brother.
are. All right, guys. We only have 10 minutes left in the show, so we're going to do a wind down. Ricky, I am sorry that I called you a prick.
I don't know.
I didn't mean to. It's just so.
I don't like name calling. I think we need to be nice people.
No, I get it, and I'm apologizing. I shouldn't have said it. It gets really old coming up here and people just lying over and over and being so disingenuous. Please be genuine with our conversations. It is infuriating, and yes, that was uncool, and I will admit that was uncool. And Ricky, I am sorry for saying it. I think that you are very indoctrinated and stuck in your ways.
I mean, to be clear, I used to do the same thing. Just like, it's not what it means. Words don't mean words. You know, all the things. Like, I do all the things.
I do think that you.
And so my goal is to like break through that cognitive dissonance, and that's what it is.
And that should be what we're doing. Then that's the point of this channel.
Because otherwise, it's just going back and forth and just like all semantics and like nobody like wins in the.
I get it, and that's why I'm saying that I shouldn't have. I got heated there for a minute, but that's why usually I just kick them because I get
exactly.
Like, but I need to.
I don't think that like Christians believe that that's like a good thing. To be clear, like I already know they don't. There's nobody I know of is like trying to make that like the case in their church where they're like stoning women and asking for like bedsheet proof and stuff.
No, absolutely not. I don't think that anybody is actually doing it, but the illustration is your morals are not like this. God is not setting forth these great morals. Like the only thing people ever have when they're talking to me, like if we disagree on Christianity, is, well, look at the morals. Look at the morals in the book. It's a good way to live. And no, it's not. Even Jesus talks about stoning children. Like the morals in this book, Jesus says you shouldn't divorce for any reason but sexual immorality. And I'm sorry, but women should divorce their husbands if they're being beat. That's not good moral stuff. It's just not. And people think, oh, it's groundbreaking. Turn the other cheek. Again, not good morally because you're telling people to let their abusers keep abusing. Those are not good things Jesus was teaching. And I think that's why using these more horrendous things to illustrate the Bible's flaws, and then you can have these discussions once you've illustrated, look, this God gave some pretty horrendous shit. And once you illustrate that, then you can break down like Jesus like is affirming women staying in abusive relationships. That's not good. My church believed divorce for any reason was bad. Yeah. And it's not. It's not. Women, if you are in abusive relationships, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I don't care what your book says. I don't care about anything.
You deserve to be safe. You deserve to not be touched with like mean hands.
But yes, Ricky, I am sorry.
I don't like mean hands. I don't like when people touch me with mean hands.
With mean hands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be a meanie. Elizabeth, I feel like we had a good live overall. It was It adds its ups and downs, but I mean, yeah. This was your first live here on TSP.
Like this is like my first like live like ever.
Well, you'll be here more and more, and I look forward to that.
Exactly.
And,
I need to do more lives just by myself, just so I can like.
Yeah.
I don't know, not like so I can like unlock all the toys like that come with the things, the things, the TikTok.
Joel, like, yeah. Another problem I have is before I ever talk to people like Ricky or somebody, is I've already seen them like infuriate Joel or Mezzo, or Mezzo really never gets infuriated, but like Joel or Justin or something. And like, so I'm already preemptively like, this dude's a Pete. Like, he's just going to be dishonest. I'm already agitated, but I shouldn't go about it like that.
I get
and
that.
we are working.
I don't have like a poker face. Like Slice keeps telling me I need to work on my poker face. Yeah, I don't have one. My face says it all. I know. Like you can pretty much just like always read like what I'm thinking.
Chad, Rev Chad down in the chat said he can help you, like work on your lives and stuff. He's been around for a long time.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I
appreciate that.
Super lovely, super lovely good man. He's just a great dude. But anyway, guys, we are going to head over to the Discord. If you are part of the Discord, we do after party Discord live where we just chill in there, chit chat about this, that, and the other. And then I said you're a lovely dude. Chad, I'll text you later. But
nice.
Anyway, we will be over there if you guys want to join us. But if not, no, Rev Chat is
exactly.
Not. If you guys want to join us, join the server, and we will be live over there for half hour, depending on like what's going on. See you guys.